Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Ravens flock. Welcome, Ravens Nation. Welcome to the King Raven Fan Chat video podcast show. I'm your host, King Raven, and I thank you for joining me today for this special video for the world's best Ravens football YouTube channel video. And you made that possible. You are making that possible. We are not there yet, but we are growing. Please make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, turn your notifications on. Check out my fan page, the King Raven Fan Chat fan page. Also, make sure you turn on your notifications so you can get notified when these videos are coming out. And if you want to be a guest on my show via telephone, please make sure you leave me a comment, send me a direct message on my Facebook page or on Messenger, and we'll go ahead and schedule that to get you on the show, because this show is by a fan for the fans. It's not just my show. I just don't want people to hear me babble every 2 or 3 days or every day. So they want to hear other opinions and other people, other fans, okay? So we can get a broad perspective on the greatest team in the NFL, and that's the Baltimore Ravens, the number one offense, Baltimore Ravens, all right? So I told you it was going to happen, and it's starting to happen already, and it's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen, and we're going to support our team to make sure they get all the support and love they can get from us fans as possible, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and dive right into this show. Thanks for joining. First, I want to send our prayers and best wishes out for all the families and citizens of Florida. They got hazardous weather there with the tornado Ian going through. So we wish them Godspeed. Even though Miami beat us, we still got much love for them, okay? So make sure you shout out and pray for our families and friends in the Florida area while Hurricane Ian is passing over, which is going to have some effects on some of the games this weekend. We'll see how that play out. Hopefully everything will work out to where the games can be played and the players are safe and no harm done. All right, so shout out to Florida, okay? May God be with you, and hopefully everything will be okay after the aftermath of that horrendous storm that's going through there right now. So we're going to dive right into our video show today. All right, time to get fired up. Our subject today, what we're going to chat about today, is the keys to victory for the Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. The keys to victory for the Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. We got the big boys coming to town. One thing about the Baltimore Ravens, they always play Buffalo pretty good. We done beat up on them for years. Okay, so they starting to even that out a little bit now. But I think we'll be ready, and we're going to talk about some of the keys to victory amongst other updates and news that are currently happening with our Baltimore Ravens. So the current news. Okay, we're going to talk about some injuries. We know we got McCurry out with the ankle. He shouldn't miss too many games. So hopefully we'll get him back pretty quick. We got Michael Pierce out with a torn bicep. We don't know what his timeline is going to be. They're saying it's basically up to him whether he want to undergo surgery or not. Ray Lewis had that torn bicep. He went ahead and had this surgery done, and he ended up coming back right at the end of the season. I think one game left against the Colts, and then we went on into the playoffs, and then, of course, we went on to win the Super Bowl. The good times, wasn't it? Good times, but they're about to happen again. Believe that. So those are kind of our key injuries. Ronnie Stanley was seen at practice today. They said he practiced for the full length of the practice out on the field. So that's a good sign. According to John Harbaugh, the decision for him to play is up to him. They just want to make sure that he feels right to play. Okay, I hope he feels right real soon because we need him, and we're going to need him down the stretch because these games are going to start picking up. All right, our opponent capabilities and everything is going to start going up. So we're going to need all the help we can get. Welcome to Baltimore. JPP, welcome to Baltimore. Welcome to Baltimore. We need you, brother. We need you. Play like a Raven. Come in there and wreak havoc for us. We need it. We need it. What a great help coming in. And we'll talk about that also for the defense. As the season start to go on, I expect for our defense to get better and better, and talk about some aspects of the defense and what's going on. Contrary to popular belief that our defense is the worst defense in the NFL, that's not the case. Okay, there are reasons for what is happening right now, but the Ravens are a great organization. They're making some key moves if you watch them. Eric DeCosta, man, my hat's off to you. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. Keep it up, because it's like a bus, right? One player get off, we got to bring another one in that can fill the bill. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? So that, believe it or not, that could have had something to do with the Lamar Jackson contract this year. Okay, so because you got to have those funds, man, for when those players go down, because you got to replace them. That's what the great teams do. That's what the playoff teams do. The Super Bowl contender teams do the best. They refill that pipeline with effective players and elite players to keep this thing moving. Because we don't want to do like we did last year when we started losing a lot of players. It was just almost impossible to replace all those players. They just didn't have the money to do it. But hopefully this year we can keep that pipeline filled and start getting some of our key players back. And hopefully, if they do get injured, it's not for a long length of time or a season-ending injury. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. So that's Ronnie Stanley. We already talked about Michael Pierce's torn bicep. For the Bills, looks like Jordan Phillips going to be out for this game, which is good. I know they're going to have a lot of step-ins for the defensive backs. So we'll talk about that too, because that's one of the keys to the games for the Ravens offense this week, Sunday. All right, so everything is kind of lining up in our favor to go ahead and get this victory. And I believe we're going to get it in grand fashion. I don't know if this game is going to be flexed to prime time. I'm thinking it will be, especially with the storm in Florida, because that's going to affect a lot of teams. What's that? 3 teams: Tampa Bay, Jacksonville, and Miami. Okay, so yeah, 3 teams is going to be affected by this storm. So hopefully the Bills, Ravens versus the Bills, will be a prime time. Will be flex to prime time, and I'm thinking that's going to happen. So be prepared for that. That game might not be at 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock Central. It might be later on, at least 4 o'clock. Okay, if not, the Sunday night game. You never know. All right, so we'll see how that works out. So that's pretty much the current news that's going around with the Ravens. Okay, everybody's looking good. Let's talk about last week. Let's do a quick snapshot of the New England Patriots victory. I mean, the Ravens victory versus the New England Patriots. What a game, what a game. I was so excited. I couldn't talk for a couple of days. Because I seen some great play from our veterans, and I've seen some great play from our rookies, and we'll talk about that also. They did an outstanding job on Sunday. You know what I mean? I was like the rest of the world. I'm like, okay, hopefully whatever happened with Miami is not about to happen again in the fourth quarter. We just can't let that happen. Somebody got to do something. Somebody do something quick. And they made the adjustments they needed to make. And that's what I am so happy about, those adjustments that they made. And those adjustments worked, okay? They worked. Greg Roman, he called probably one of his best games that I've seen him call as a coordinator, other than the blowout of Miami in 2019. That was a great offensive play calling game for Greg Roman. Hats off to you, Mr. G-Ro. I know we're hard on you. The fans are hard on you. Some of them want you fired. I don't want you fired. I just want you to keep making those adjustments and keep doing the great job you are doing with that offense and with Lamar Jackson, using those players' strengths and attacking the defense's vulnerabilities, weaknesses. Okay, that's the key to the game. It's like a chess match. Whatever their weakness is for that game, because every week your weakness change. You might have tackling might be your weakness in one game. Interception turnovers might have been your weakness in the next game. So every week the teams go through different weaknesses. So that's why it's important for once a game over with, you get away from that game and go ahead and get right on to your next opponent and start looking at tape and figuring out whatever weaknesses they're going to have. This weakness for the Bills this week will be the defensive backfield, okay? The defensive backfield. So Lamar Jackson should have a pretty good day passing the football on the Bills, if I think that's what they're going to do. But we're going to talk more about that. So that's what it is. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm so pumped up for this game. I don't know what to do. I wish Sunday was already here. I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm trying to sleep all day and wake up, and Sunday will be here, hopefully. Okay? All right, so let's talk about the offense. Okay, what are the keys to victory for the Baltimore Ravens offense? Okay, the number one key to victory in this game here will be the passing game. The passing game is going to be key in this game, all right, because they are hurting on defensive backs. Their run defense hasn't played well against us as far as running concerned. So we should have a pretty good day running the football, okay? And I think we're going to get a heavy dose of running with J.K. Dobbins. Last week was his first week back. He did a great job. I think he's going to be fired up this week. And I see him breaking out this week, having a huge game with over 100 yards. I see Lamar Jackson having a huge game over 100 yards. And I see a lot of touchdown passes for this game to our receivers and tight ends. All right, so that's going to be the key to victory for Baltimore. Also, our tackles, especially the left tackle with our rookie out there, Falele, which he had a rough start. That's a big joker, man. I think he's the biggest player in the NFL. So, G-Ro and them have to figure out that footwork so he can start getting out there a little quicker without jumping off sides. You know what I mean? At least he didn't jump off sides, but he was a little slow getting out to the left a little bit. He got to be out there quick. But once he got that together and he started to figure out how to use his size to his advantage, that's when he started dominating players. He was throwing players around like they were rag dolls. I'm telling you. Did y'all see Trevor Jones throw that player down? Oh, my. Pancake Pat. Oh, man. Did y'all see that block he put on Judon? Man, he threw Judon about 4 feet, bro. That was something serious. You hadn't seen that, go on YouTube and check that out. I like that video. Man, that boy's something serious. Love him to death. All right. But so those are some of the keys to victory for the offense. And of course, protecting our quarterback, our franchise quarterback, the greatest quarterback that ever played the game. Now they ranking Lamar Jackson as the best quarterback in the NFL. Everybody's jumping on that wagon. Last year he couldn't pass. Even preseason, they were still dogging him out. So now everybody's on his bandwagon, okay, which they should have been when he was drafted. Because when my son told me about him, all right, I became his number one fan that moment, okay? And when the Ravens drafted him, I became a bigger fan of Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is playing some lights out football, folks. This is going to be a historic year for him. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for the accolades. Get ready for the shout-outs. Get ready for the bandwagon. You know what I mean? They're going to come. They're going to come. But we can handle it. We can handle it because that organization is well ran. Okay? Good job, Coach Harbaugh. You did a good job coaching this week. All right? Running the team, getting them ready to go get that victory in New England in that hostile environment. I tip my hat off to the team, the entire team, our rookies. Our rookies played some good ball. Cal Hamilton played lights out. Falele finally got himself together. Travis Jones was wrecking them, and it's only going to get better for him because now he's going to have more reps because of Michael Pierce not being in there. So I'm looking forward to that this week. I'm going to see how the Bills handle Travis Jones. I think Travis Jones is going to have something for old, my boy, old Josh Allen. So Josh Allen, come here. Watch out for Travis Jones, man. He gonna get to you. Trust me, he's gonna get to you. You and that running back, watch out for him. Let's let you know. All right. And we got JPP. Ooh, woo. It ought to be something nice. It ought to be something nice. So those are the key to victories for the offense. Let's go to the defense. Now, first I don't want to take up for the defense, but I just want to give them some kind of leniency to what they've been going through. First of all, we got players returning from injuries that's not 100% just yet. So it's going to take a couple of games for them to knock the rust off and become 100%. Marcus Peters, for example, look how he played this game and look how he played against Miami. Total different Marcus Peters. You know what I'm saying? I know I jumped on his case. Now, when I jump on these players' case, I'm not bashing them. I just know their potential or lack thereof, okay? And that's what I be talking about. I'm not bashing no players. I love all our players, and I want all our players to play well because when all our players play well, we win football games and go to Super Bowls. Okay, that's how that happens. So I'm the number one fan for the players. All right, I'm a player broadcaster. So, but Marcus Peters did an outstanding job. So, defense. Okay, so you get a new OC, even though it's pretty much the same scheme, but it's different words, it's different terminology. Okay, so he has to build this defense. He has to put his staple on this defense, and that's what he's doing. It's going to take a little time because it's not Wink Martindale defenses anymore, okay? It is Mike McDonald. So that takes time to settle in. Also, the people coming back from your injuries. Also, you got a lot of rookie reps. We have a lot of rookies playing for a lot of reps during the game. So it's taking them time to get that Ravens defensive scheme down pat because we run a very dynamic defensive scheme, okay? And it takes a lot of thinking, you know what I mean? Quick thinking. You got to think on a snap, you know what I'm saying? Some of the players, I think they're not grasping it. I'm not saying that they're not good. I think they're good players. For one, Patrick Queen. Some games Patrick Queen plays well. Some games he doesn't play well. And it's been like that ever since he's been there. So I'm just thinking that this team, the scheme that we run is just a little too difficult for Mr. Queen. He has all the tangibles to be a great inside linebacker. I just don't think it's going to happen on the Baltimore Ravens with the scheme they run. It just seems like he don't understand. Most of the tackles he missed, he's just out of position. Because he can tackle, okay? He can tackle. Coverage skills, I don't know. It don't seem like he's improving on covering tight ends, running backs, and the receivers, you know? I don't know how he's going to get past that anywhere in the NFL with any team, but those are some of the things that an inside linebacker has to be able to do, okay? The number one thing he has to be able to do is tackle. You have to be able to tackle, and I think that comes from not being in position because you ever look at his tape, anytime he misses a tackle or try to arm tackle somebody, he's out of position. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of a technique thing than anything, and that's what the defense as a whole. The Miami game, I tell a lot of people that the Miami game was a fluke, okay, due to those things that we just discussed. You know what I'm saying? People that's not being in the right place, you know, people being wide open. receivers being wide open, receivers running past the defensive backs. That's a scheme. That's a scheme deficiency. All right, far as the players knowing where to be, and you're going to get that with rookies. But I see this defense becoming, if not the number one defense in the NFL, probably in the top five before the season is over with, especially with all the reinforcements that's going to be coming back in. Of course, we're going to be missing Michael Pierce, but I think we can compensate for him. Okay, so with all the pieces that are coming in, I think this defense looking like they're starting to turn it around a little bit, and it's starting to change. You can tell in the fourth quarter how they made their adjustments and how the motivation, you know what I mean, the effort, you know what I mean, the playmaking effort just seemed like it went through the roof in the fourth quarter. It's like, where was it for the first three quarters? But in that fourth quarter, it went through the roof. They need to clean up the edge. Okay, stop letting quarterbacks get on the edge, especially this week. You don't want to get Josh Allen running all over the place. Okay, make sure somebody is spying on the quarterback. Make sure we double Diggs. Okay, there's only 2 or 3 players on the Bills that can catch the ball or that are playmakers. So we got to make sure that we know where these players are at all time, and they must be contained. They must be contained and shut down that running game. Okay, their running game isn't that good. Okay, the Ravens can shut that running game down, but you got to maintain lane discipline. Okay, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Know where you're supposed to be. Look at the defense. Okay, look at the defense. Everything is like a instant memory. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like a habit. You know, so if they put the running back here, that means they're gonna give it. They're gonna do a quick pitch or a quick out to the tight end. You know, all those types of things. I'm not gonna get in the schemes. We got channels that do that very well, and I thank you for that. All my sister channels that do play by play analysis and show tape and discuss the tape with us. 'Cause I learned a lot of things about Falele from tape, watching on the other channel. So hey, look, make sure you support those guys, and maybe one day once I make it big like they are, I can team up with them and we can talk a little noise. All right, but yeah, so the defense, those are some of the keys. Lane discipline. Make sure we wrap. No more bumping, arm tackling. Make sure we're in the right position. Make sure we double team key players or spy on key players and keep them contained. That's the biggest thing right there. You know what I'm saying? So all these things, and there are more, you know what I mean? I'm just pointing out a couple of them, but there are plenty more keys that they need to make sure they execute well. Okay, and execute well. And coaches, be ready to adjust, and don't wait too long. Okay, pull a hat trick out. Okay, like Giro did last week with that little quick pitch. But that defense, I think our defense is going to get better and better and better. So I just want to tell all the fans that, all my subscribers, don't worry about it. Don't listen at the noise out there that's trying to distract you. Don't worry about Lamar's contract. The Ravens not worried about it right now. Lamar Jackson definitely not worried about it right now. Ed Reed mentioned something about he should make sure he be careful, and I understand that. And he's right. He need to be careful. Make sure he got that liability, that insurance, just in case he get hurt. He needs all that. You know what I mean? He got to protect himself because, like Ed Reed said, at the end of the day, it is a business. So I agree with Ed Reed for that, and I appreciate him sending that out to Lamar Jackson because that is very valuable and some very good advice that he gave him. All right, but so those are the key to victory. They need to make sure they help the left tackle again this week. I'm quite sure Falele is going to start, even though we brought some tackles in. I think we signed one maybe. But we still need to have some depth just in case he, stink it up again like he did early in the last game once McCurry went out. But I think he'll have a good game, and he'll get better and better too once he learned how big he is. You know what I mean? You know, when I was a kid, my mother used to tell me, boy, you don't know your own strength. Look how big you are. You don't know how strong you is. Don't be hitting nobody, just think you playing with them, you know? So that's the same thing go for Lele. That's a big joker, man. That's a big joker. So I'm very excited to see his play. I'm very excited, of course, to see Lamar Jackson play. You know, that's like watching a Michael Jackson concert. Travis Jones, I can't wait to see him play. I can't wait to see what J.K. Dobbins is going to do. So I'm excited about our team. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's start work. Oh, the Bills coming. The Bills coming. The Bills coming. The Bills coming. We scared. We scared. Mommy. We don't want to go play the Bills. Yeah, whatever. Oh, man. We can't wait till they step foot in that stadium. We can't wait. So I think the playmaking production is going to be through the roof for this game. Okay, it's going to be a difficult game for the Buffalo Bills. I know they lost last week to Miami, but Miami beat them. Miami didn't beat us. We beat ourselves that game. But defense beat themselves that game. Okay, and I think they're going to get better and better. My hats off to Mike McDonald. Hey, you're doing a good job, Mr. McDonald, Coach McDonald. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Forget the naysayers, Rex Ryan and all. Forget all that. All right, we ain't worried about that. Keep doing what you're doing and keep helping us win games, okay? So the offense, run that clock down, man. The way to beat the Buffalo Bills is to keep their offense on the bench and to keep their offense on the bench and to keep ours out there on the field, okay, to wear that clock down. And, of course, to score points, all right? And it should be pretty easy for the offense to score the points this week against them because they missing some defensive backs. So you already know their weakness. So get ready to do that and get ready to make that happen, okay? So our team, the Baltimore Ravens, are trending up in the polls. They are trending up in the fan base. They are trending up nationally, worldwide, whatever you want to say. They are trending upwards, okay? That's a good sign, especially at this time of the season. Like I said, it normally takes 3 or 4 games for most teams to really, boom, let us know really what they're going to be, okay? Now, with the changes in the defense, it's taking a little longer, but it's going to get there, especially when it's very needed. When it's needed, we're going to have the defense that we are used to. Okay, and I'm starting to see that defense come alive now. Hats off to Marlon Humphrey. Great job, Marlon. Marlo, good job, boy. Good job last week. All right, the whole defense. Good job. Good job to you. And the offensive line, look good. Just keep it up. Our center look good. I know I jumped on his case because he only weighed 200 pounds. He don't. I think he weighed like 270. He's a big boy. Okay, he's strong and he's determined. Okay, and he got heart. All right, and we're starting to see that. So he's starting to come along, and I'm very glad of that. Oh, man, I can't wait. So, question of the day, right? What you've been waiting on. Who wins? Who wins? Okay? Anything I discussed today, please make sure you comment. Let me hear your point of view about it, okay? Let me hear your point of view. It ain't all about what I say. I don't know everything. I'm not that smart, okay? I'm no NFL executive. I'm a fan just like you. I just go by what I see on the TV and what I think. You know what I'm saying? From what I seen. I don't go by what somebody said. I go by the play on the field. Okay? Mr. Queen, Patrick Queen, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, do we trade him? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how much longer we can continue to give him the opportunity to be great and he keep disappointing us. You know what I mean? That's not sustainable. I don't know what they're going to do with him. But, you know what I mean? Hopefully he start tackling better. Hopefully he start covering the receivers better. Hopefully he learned this defense. He should be the last person there every day. He should be the last person out the meeting every day. He need to be in the books. He need to know where he's at. You know what I mean? You done had 3 or 4 years to learn where to be at, how to tackle and how to cover. Okay, there's no excuse. You know, we run out of excuses. All right? So it's going to be a good game. I'm quite sure I'm going to be doing another video between now and then. But I just want to drop in on you, holler at you. So we coming up. You know what I mean? Some of the announcers saying, "Hey, look, they're probably the best team in the AFC right now." Okay, it went from the worst team in the AFC to one of the best teams in the AFC. So that's a good job, and that's a testament to the great organization we have. Those Baltimore Ravens, baby. And trust me, we getting there this year. We getting there. I just feel it. Tell me what you think about that. Tell me who you think win. Who you think will win this game and by the points? You know what I'm saying? I normally don't go with points. I see them winning by a touchdown on Sunday. Okay, yes I do. The Ravens will win this game by a touchdown on Sunday. Lamar will continue to do record-breaking things. J.K. Dobbins should have a great day. I think the defense is going to have a good day today, a good day on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully that was my cousin calling. Wrong time, cuz. But I can't wait. Hopefully I'll see you there. So have a great rest of the week. Hopefully we'll have some more good news come down the pipe. And if it does, go ahead and check out my YouTube shorts. Make sure you check out my Facebook fan page, King Ravens Fan Chat page. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you turn on your notification. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like. Make sure you tell your friends about it, other fans about it. Okay? Don't let them miss out on this greatness. It's only going to get better because of you. It's going to get better. So have a great day. Keep your head up. Don't listen to the doubts. Don't listen to the haters. We about to do it, y'all. Go Ravens.